Hello, everybody. My name's Andrea, and I've been using Zoom for a while now to teach some of my lessons. And so I wanted to kind of run you through some of the really fun features and great things that are going to help you during this time as we prepare to do this online learning for all of our students. No matter what the level that you're teaching, it's going to be great. So you've created your Zoom account and there's options on what type of meetings you want to do. So with your account, you have when you open it, this is the screen that you're going to have. You can schedule a meeting, you can join a meeting, or you can host a meeting. So when you are going to host a meeting as the teacher, go ahead. When you click on the meeting, you can use your personal ID. So everybody needs the same code to log into the meeting. So this is more like if you want the group to all be able to see each other, to hear each other, and to participate. If you don't and you want something more private, then you are going to click out of using your personal meeting ID, as in this screen, and then you click on the whatever number you're going to get down here, and that's a private number that will provide you with a meeting room that is just for the people who have that code. So for example, some of my students on my syllabus and all of my information, they have my personal meeting ID because I host a lot of group things. If I'm going to meet with someone personally over for office hours or for special help, then I send them the specific meeting code down here. And those are going to also allow you to create a password for extra security. So check those two options. When you join in, the first screen that you're going to see is this join with computer audio and test your speakers and everything for your technology and your camera and everything. So you can always select the automatically join by the audio with your computer unless you have a headset and all that good stuff. Okay, so then when you come in and you're joined in, you have options. So if you don't mind sharing what your house looks like, that's great. But if you want a little extra privacy, then down here at the bottom left, you are going to see the video icon. And if you click on the caret, it's going to give you some options. And if you go to choose a virtual background, then this window comes up and you will be able to choose from a virtual background, or you can add your own using the plus sign right here. So I'd love to be in Chile right now, but I can't. So I just went ahead and grabbed a little picture of Isla de Pascua, and here I am in Chile instead of in my house. So you can do that if you want a little extra privacy for your students, or a little bit of like a cultural component, or like just fun. I don't know. Options. When you join in, and hi, that's me. Things that I do. The first thing that I do is I click on Manage Participants, Chat, and Record. So when you hit the record, everything that's in that meeting is going to be recorded. So anybody that their computer is faulty and gets kicked out of the meeting, or someone who was unable to join in and you want to share the information, then you can just post your video to whatever platform you're using. It's very convenient. The managed participants, it's going to be great to see and have a little better track of who has joined you. And the chat allows for people to send you comments without interrupting if you're kind of lecturing, or if you're talking to someone else but they don't want to lose track of what they want to talk to you about. So when you click on those three items, then your screen is going to change and it's going to look like this. This is your managed participants, and you're going to see that everybody has a little microphone and a little video. And then down here you have the mute all, unmute all, and more options. And I'll show you what those mean. And then on the chat portion, it's here. And your students have different options. So they can type a message to everyone, or if they click on that, they can select the people that they want to message individually. So that's a great option. And down here, if you notice, it's going to have you the option of stop or pause the recording. My apologies. Okay, so then you're here and you guys are ready to go and everybody's starting to join in. This is what is going to look like. In order to get there, you need to look right here at the top right into your different views. Otherwise, play with it because there's different ways of viewing. One of them is that if you have the big screen, only the person who is talking will be the big picture. So you kind of bounce back and forth between it. I like this view personally because it lets me see what everybody's doing at the same time. So when everybody joins in, you have the number of participants and you have unmute everybody, or they're going to have the option of raising their hand. So if you mute everybody individually, they cannot unmute themselves. So this is a good option. I personally prefer to just take a moment to have everybody mute themselves individually so that if they kind of want to chime in into the conversation, I don't have to be constantly looking at who wants to join in. They can just unmute themselves, say something, and then mute themselves back up. And then they have the button that says raise their hand. And when they click that on your end, that the right here where you have the video and the microphone will display a little blue hand that says somebody's raising their hand, and then you can unmute them and let them participate. And then the chat, as you can see, someone accidentally was sharing their screen and we wanted to make them aware. So you can just share that. And at this particular chat, notice that the people are choosing to chat to everyone. As the host, you wouldn't be able to see if someone sends a chat to someone in private. So different options. These people at the top, they all joined in with their video. And if you notice, someone right here put a fun San Francisco background on there. Some of them didn't. And then these two people down here don't have video for multiple reasons. It can be that they just are not sharing because they don't have a camera or whatever, or because they've chosen to join on their cell phones. So students can call in and be part of the conversation, and they don't need to put their video. So that's another option for your students to kind of be able to facilitate everybody kind of joining in into your lesson. So that's what, okay, you're ready to go. If you notice up top here, it says it's recording. It's just to make sure you have the speaker view, you got the participants, you got the chat, everybody's ready, and then you can get started. So some of the options that I use when I am teaching are going to be under the share option. Now, you can share things, but also your students. So when I'm holding office hours, sometimes the student should show me what they're doing on their end so that I can better help them. And so at the bottom of your screen, you see the little green rectangle that says share. You're going to click on that and you are going to come to this. And it is going to show you everything that you currently have open on your computer, and then you can select. And so you can select to show them all of your desktop or not. So for privacy purposes, I tend to not ever choose the desktop option. I make it a very good point to just share the screen that I want them to see. Or you can share a whiteboard to just annotate some notes or whatever. Again, you can share anything you want. And so once you've selected the screen, so right here, I want to share my Google Chrome Zoom tutorial slides. I click down here at the bottom right to say share. And this is what it's going to look like. So you now have the Zoom tools at the top. So you can stop the video, you can mute people, you can see the participants, all that other good stuff. But now we have a whiteboard, and that whiteboard can help you do a myriad of things. You can do text, you can bring in pictures, you can annotate anything that you need. Before you stop sharing, I always suggest that you save that so that, again, you can supplement the meeting by sending everybody the notes that you jot down. Down here at the bottom right, it's to add another page. So if you ran out of things here and you don't want to delete your drawings because you want to keep them, just add another page, and at the end when you save it, it saves everything. So these are some of those options. Okay, so if you have any questions, feel free to email me and let me know. If you have any other questions or you need a tutorial for doing anything else via Zoom, I hope that changing your classes to that e-learning format is going to be a little bit easier if you can use Zoom. Have a good one. Bye.